not being here. Okay. Just gonna have to hold it, sort of.
All the activity that was on the right shoulder is gone, but we still have two vehicles here on the left shoulder reported as a stall. We'll watch it, and that's Fox 4 Power Traffic. Back to you.
Well, new at NASA, a massive meteor exploded near Earth, and barely anybody noticed.
So what does this mean? Local NASA ambassador Danielle Jones is here to explain. So first of all, explain what a meteor is.
Okay, hi. Okay, so it's different from a meteorite, which would have landed and hit the Earth. But it exploded before it hit the surface. And basically, we're constantly being bombarded by tons of stuff from outer space, ancient stuff from outer space. So basically what happened was we have kind of a covert system of satellites that detect sound waves that we can't normally hear. And so these satellites, we check them every few months, and this happened in December 18th, and we just found out yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So, and it detected kind of a difference in sound waves over Russia, and it's in an area where no one lives, the Bering Sea, there's no one out there. So it's one of the biggest explosions that we've had in 100 years.
So how big was this meteor?
We're talking about 16 miles across, so which doesn't sound very big, but it released the energy.
That sounds big to me.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about like 173 kilotons of TNT exploding all at the same time. So that's like 10 Hiroshima bombs.
And then how much would something like that weigh?
Wow. Oh, I have no idea. And actually, they're trying to figure that out. They're going to get the material that landed, and you can kind of see a video of what it would look like from some satellite data. Because, you know, like I said, they didn't even know about it until after it happened. So now they're kind of calling anyone who had cameras in the area or satellites to kind of get little bits and pieces of footage so we can study it. So they went out there with a giant scale that has a certain threshold. I'm not quite sure what that threshold is for picking things up, and they couldn't get it out. So,
Wow.
it's a big meteor. It's a huge meteor. And about 6 years ago, something similar happened in Russia, and it's just a coincidence that this is all happening in Russia because Russia only takes up like 3% of our world.
So this begs the question here, before we send Bruce Willis up into the air to land on the meteorite, how often does this happen?
All the time.
And you know, why don't we know about these things? If you get a 16 miles wide headed for Earth,
Slams at the Earth, right.
that could be
No
catastrophic.
idea. Well, you have to understand that 90% of the stuff that comes here, we don't see or know about. So we just—
Oh, that's comforting.
Right. Well, but you have to understand, there's just so much of it. And most of it is so minute and little and burns up in our atmosphere, and it's not going to do anything. It might kind of disrupt satellites. What you're looking right there is a picture from space.
Yeah, what are we looking at here? What is
you're looking
that?
at a picture of space, and that's kind of the flash that happened. Now, that one right there is 6 years ago in Russia, and they had no idea it was happening, so I don't know if you can imagine just waking up and looking out your window and seeing this. And that actually injured 1,200 people.
Oh my gosh.
And it didn't land. What happened was, when it entered the atmosphere, all of that pressure that surrounds that meteor causes heat, and it causes waves of sound, like a sonic boom, kind of. And it knocked out all windows and miles of radius. I mean, it destroyed cars.
It's fascinating. You would think it would be the debris. No, it was the sound
No,
waves.
it was the sound wave, so you can't even see it. You
Oh.
know? Yeah.
Bizarre.
I know. It's enough
Wow.
to just straight up knock you over if you're walking outside. I mean, it's not, but this is why we need to fund programs where people can look, because actually an amateur scientist caught this. And they've caught, every time I've been here and we're talking about an asteroid or a meteor, an amateur person has caught this who's just doing their, due diligence and job to keep an eye on the sky. So.
Was like a weather watcher?
Yeah, or just like a professor from Canada who just loves to sit and look at data all day, which, I've done.
Yeah, well,
It's fine. I mean, we
It's
as
science
nerds
time.
have our habits. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
we've all got our thing, Danielle.
Oh,
And you can follow Danielle on Instagram, KC's NASA Lady. It's a good thing that you do like those sorts of things, so that
Right.
we can have you here. You can also
Yeah.
book her to speak at schools or events. Go to her website, physicistmua.com. Thanks, Danielle.
Yeah.
Here's something that seems